if I had told you, let's say after the 2-2 draw against Brentford, right? If I had said to you then that going into the final day of the season, we would have this much to play for, we would potentially be able to finish in a spot that only going back a month or so ago would have guaranteed us Champions League football, what would you have said to me?
I would have called you a bullshitter.
You would have called me a lunatic.
I would have.
You would have probably rung up a couple of mental homing
Places.
facilities.
Yeah. But do you know what, Joe? We've said this all along, though. This is the crazy thing. Even when we were in 12th, you and I were sat at the table on the kickoff and in this room as well. We were saying, don't worry, everyone. Just keep the faith with Mauricio Pochettino. Everything is going to come good. And do you know what? We will finish near the Champions League places. Mm-hmm. And again, if it wasn't for Arsenal bottling it, if it wasn't for Man United finishing bottom in their group, we probably would be in the Champions League. Yeah. Let's beat no bones about it.
And I don't want to, label us a couple of Nostradamuses, but if you lot want to do that in the comment section,
by all means,
I can't stop you.
I can't spell it, so I won't be writing it.
No, exactly. I don't even think it's a word, what I just said. But either way, we predicted it all. And
Not for the first time.
I think that we will be predicting a win in this one. It is obviously Chelsea against Bournemouth to see out Mauricio Pochettino's first Premier League season. 4:00 at Stamford Bridge on Sunday. Are we there? Will you be there?
In the sun, having fun.
Course.
I can't wait.
Nothing better than a bit of fun in the sun.
I can't wait.
I'll tell you where it's good. I'll tell you where it's good to have a bit of fun in the sun.
Oh, tell me.
Brighton, down on the coast.
God, it's a beautiful place.
Beautiful place.
Hate going there.
I love going there.
Oh, not after all the booze you've been getting.
What's your favourite seaside town?
Do you know what? I like it down in St Ives. Is that a bit
Ives?
posh?
I've not been there,
Is that
no.
a bit posh for you, Joe?
Everything's a bit fucking posh for me, mate, isn't it?
I like it down in Cornwall, mate.
No, to be fair, seaside town, if you say posh, I don't know, I've not been to St Ives, but seaside towns on the whole.
Bit shit.
Oh, mate, they're a bit crackheady, aren't they?
They're always very busy.
Mate, there is crack rabbits everywhere. honestly. But my favourite one would be Hastings. I like Hastings.
Oh, Battle of. Big history fan, are you?
1066.
1066.
How do I know that? Nothing to do with an advert. Nothing to do with any adverts. I just know that because I'm a brainiac. It would have nothing to do with the Admiral advert.
Mate, I had to learn about the Battle of Hastings. I had to memorise everything off by heart.
You were quite academic, weren't you?
I tried to be.
So, the answer to this is you've probably got loads. But do you remember anything you learned in school that you're actually happy you learned?
I'll tell you one thing that I'm not happy that I learned that I never use is trigonometry. And I used to spend every waking hour trying to learn that. Trigger.
Like trigger. Dave.
Trigger. Yeah. So basically that's
Only
the posh
fools.
way, Joey. That's the posh way of learning how to shoot a gun.
Trigonometry.
Well,
you learned that at school?
Yeah. You have to shoot. Yeah. It's hard.
Hell.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of angles.
School,
there's a lot of angles in shooting, so you've got to be able to sort of line it up, get the triangles going, and go, get the shot.
Do they teach you how to squint your eyes?
Yes, you have to.
Well,
which eye do you squint? That's the problem. Do you go right or left eye? Can you do that?
I used to be able to do this thing where I can raise my eyebrows one at a time. So look.
Yeah. Oh, he's been watching The Rock,
and I can do belly dance.
Oh,
can you
show
I'm not
us
going to do it live.
Okay,
No,
I'm not performing. Performing guy.
Still carrying a bit of out of camp pudding. Look, going into this game against Bournemouth, we played them already this season, 0-0 draw. We don't actually even have the best record against Bournemouth, but obviously they are, eternally grateful for the job we did raising their absolute thoroughbred of a striker they have got in Dominic Solanke. Let's take it back before we speak about Solanke.
Yeah.
All the way to last season. Bournemouth have an ex-Chelsea legend. Too far? Scott Parker?
I mean, it's up there. I quite like Scott Parker. I quite like Scott Parker.
I like Scotty Parker.
And I actually quite liked what he was doing. True. But I did quite like what he was doing at Bournemouth.
Do you know he was the kid in the McDonald's advert?
Fuck off. Which one?
You watch. Anyone watching this now, type in Scott Parker McDonald's advert. I guarantee
Where did you get that from?
I've just always known it. But I guarantee you, you will remember that advert. It was an advert, McDonald's advert from when we were kids. And it's like a kid doing kick-ups or some shit, and it's Scotty Parker when he's a young kid.
Wow.
Different hair, not so Scott Parker's got sort of like
grey hair.
My colour hair, whereas it's got like blonde hair in it. He's a young kid. But before we get into all that, I want to give a massive shout out to today's video sponsors and partners of the channel, and that is StakeMate. StakeMate are my go-to betting app. They are simple and easy to use and have bundles of deals coming on every single week. My favourite feature within the app is the squads feature. It's basically the WhatsApp group in a betting app where you can speak with your mates, you can even build and compare bets with your friends, and that is exactly what me and Josh have done this weekend. So it's the final day of the Premier League season and there is still a lot to play for. We have gone with Newcastle to get the away win against Brentford. Then we have gone with Brighton to get the home win against Man United. Moving on, we have gone with relegated Luton Town to bow out with a win against Fulham. And then lastly, it's very, very Spursy. We've gone Sheffield United to beat Tottenham. And at this time of recording, by putting on £5 each between me and Josh, we stand to win just under £1,000. Now that would go a long way to buying myself a lot of drinks during this summer's Euros. But the good news doesn't finish there, because I am about to offer you a £5 free bet. All you need to do is hit the link in the description. That will take you to the StakeMate website. Sign up with the discount code Joey5. That will get you your £5 free bet. And once you get it, you can put your bets on. You can tag me in your bets. If you upload them to your story, I will share them from mine. Please remember that StakeMate is a gambling app, meaning you do need to be 18 years old or over. You do need to be living inside the UK. And most importantly, we all need to remember to gamble responsibly. Thank you very much once again to StakeMate for sponsoring this video and your continued support on the channel. Let's get into the video. Scott Parker was doing a good job as Bournemouth manager, I thought. They got rid of him. Gary O'Neill comes in.
He did.
Does
First
a great
job.
First job. First job. Great job.
Yeah.
Does a great job with them,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
And then he's sacked for Areola, which apparently
is a bait around your nipple.
is a surname.
Yeah, yeah.
I've always thought it was the old,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. You've done a lot of research on those.
extensive research. Oh, dear. How do we pull it back to football?
Maybe we don't. Maybe we just talk about Areola's nipples.
That's demonetisation. Not sure the sponsors of this video would be happy with that one. Yeah, man. So obviously when they moved on Scott Parker, I think a lot of us at the time were thinking it was unfair. When they moved on Gary O'Neill, oh my God, that was a sin.
It was a sin.
And look at what they've done.
They've done all right, but Gary O'Neill's done all right, by the way,
Gary
though.
O'Neill's done all right. Gary O'Neill's done all right. I would like it if he finished above them with Wolves.
Mate, I heard a rumour about Gary O'Neill getting an interview at the Man United job. That's not even banter.
Mate,
That's not even banter.
As well, though, like Gary O'Neill's at Wolves, man. That's such a sideward step, isn't it? To go from Wolves to Man United. Like, all right, you lot might disagree with me, but answer this. Has Molineux leaked once this season? It hasn't, has it?
I mean, they're only 9 points behind Man United. There really isn't that much in it.
And actually, when you look at Wolves, right, we were talking about being on the back end of some bad VAR decisions. Wolves have really been on the back end of some bad VAR decisions, you know. So I actually think that the job Gary O'Neill's done there is commendable. And I'm looking at the table now, and he still has a chance this season to finish higher than Brighton. Who have Wolves got on the last day?
Who?
Wolves have
Wolves,
got...
don't know actually who they've got, no.
They must have... they might have Liverpool, you know. They do have Liverpool. They do have Liverpool.
Well, Liverpool haven't got much to play for now anyway, so maybe Wolves will win that one. There's a few dead rubbers, isn't there? But there's a lot of games that have a lot riding on it.
Does Klopp walk into any job in management?
I think someone like Barcelona would be desperate to get him. I can't think of many teams that would turn him down. Do you think Man United, if he considered it, would take him?
Yeah, of course they would. But
even with the Liverpool connection,
he ain't going nowhere near that.
I don't think there's one club in the world that wouldn't take Klopp. I don't think there is.
Yeah. It looks like Bournemouth are pretty much playing to, as you say, finish above Gary O'Neill, which they are at the minute. And look, they can still get a top half finish, because as much as I think that Brighton are going to beat Man United on Sunday, if Man United were to win and Bournemouth were to beat Chelsea, then they would get a top 10 finish, wouldn't they? So
Yeah.
it is still sort of all to play for Bournemouth. And when you look at Bournemouth as a club, what does their stadium even hold? 15,000?
Mate, it's like 18,000.
That's what I'm saying.
Nothing,
it's nothing, right?
Yeah.
So when you look at that as a club and where they've come from, and the fact that, when we go back to the glory days of Chelsea winning Premier League titles under Jose Mourinho, where were Bournemouth?
Yeah.
Where were they?
Well, League One or League Two.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, let's have it right. It'd be a massive achievement, wouldn't it, for them to get a top half finish?
In a weird way, they've been incubators for very good managers. Think about it. Eddie Howe.
Yep.
You Gary O'Neill.
Yep.
You got Iriola coming through now. A lot of big clubs wanted that guy as well.
Redknapp.
I
mean, that was years ago.
He leans out of car windows. Oh, some good memories at Pompey there. Pompey.
Oh, Redknapp. Yeah, Pompey. Yeah. They're up, though, Pompey.
Pompey. I'm glad.
Are they Championship now?
They have just got up from League One, so they will be Championship next season. Yeah.
Who's winning League One?
What do you mean? As in,
who do you think's going to win League One?
What, next season?
Yeah.
Wrexham.
Do you think? Do you know? Would that be the first time that anyone's done back-to-back 3?
Well, Luton did. They
2.
got to the Premier League in 8 seasons?
Yeah.
From National League.
Yeah.
So that means there must have been a few on the bounce.
Yeah.
They can't have been in the. Well, they were in the Championship for a season, so they must have had a.
Luton didn't come up first season for a Championship.
Yeah.
They come up second.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So they must have had a few in a row there.
Yeah, it might not have even been second. They might have been in the Championship for like 3 seasons.
Well, there you go.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but it would be remarkable. But then at the same time, it comes back to money in football, doesn't it? So,
but that's why I want Luton to stay up as well. By the way, there is something so fairy tale-esque about their story, and it could happen. Imagine if they do win 10-0.
Yeah, be great, wouldn't it?
Get the record as well.
Great.
Get the Premier League record and stay up on the last day. I'd love that.
There you go. Could happen. If you're feeling like it could, definitely stick a bet on it. You could
stick a bet on it.
Good odds on that. Let's speak about the game earlier on in the season. Obviously, that was a 0-0 draw.
Yeah.
Your boy, Raheem Sterling, hit the crossbar from a free kick.
My
in
favourite
that one.
player.
That was one of the glimpses we first saw of Cole Palmer when he was coming on and looking really good. And obviously, Bournemouth had a good season. If you look at since the turn of the year, I think they're about 5th or 6th in the form table. They've been pretty good. It didn't start great for him under Areola, but he's got his feet under the table now and he's managed to work out a system that works well for this team. And I think they're a decent team. Like we were saying, Jacob on the kickoff, he obviously watched his side play Bournemouth live this season. He said what a good team they are, but let's have it right. Momentum's everything. We're on a classic run of form since that Arsenal game. And do you know what? If you had have said to me, will you take a 5-0 drubbing to win every single opportunity to win it every game after that, barring the Villa one where VAR didn't allow us to get a win even though we deserved it, I probably wouldn't have. But I'd probably took a 3-0 loss for that.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I wouldn't have took the 5. But if you could chalk off, I don't know, Kai Havertz's 2 goals, I would have took that.
I would have taken Kai Havertz not scoring.
Would you take Kai Havertz back next season? Honest question, right? If you were offered to have Kai Havertz back at Chelsea next season after the season you've seen him have at Arsenal and obviously the progression that Chelsea have made and being a little more settled and maybe he wouldn't be relied upon as our number 9 to score the goals and whatnot, would you have him back?
Right, let me think about this one, right? He can play left back. He can also play as a number 8. He's a good striker. He bags goals. He gets assists. No, I wouldn't take him back.
No, I wouldn't take him back
I
either.
wouldn't, no.
No.
I honestly think he's one of the best sells that we've ever made.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Think about that. Are there any others?
What, best sells?
Do you know what's funny is in the last preview for Bournemouth, we did this exact chat.
Did we?
Yes, we did. And the last preview for Bournemouth, we said exactly the same thing. Best sales, Mason Mount.
People say this channel doesn't progress.
Exactly.
Best sales, Mason Mount's a great sell. Can I give you one that's going to be really controversial for a best Chelsea sell?
Come.
Eden Hazard.
I mean, think about his career afterwards. You're right.
That's what I'm saying.
Mate, I've seen him recently.
Of course not.
He just looks like he's on the bins.
Honestly, if Eden could have stayed fit and whatnot. But if you just think about the trajectory.
Yeah, that's
trajectory of his career afterwards, the injuries and whatnot. Maybe
do you
even
think
Hazard.
He would have been as injury prone and didn't care as much if he'd stayed at Chelsea, though? I think he would have been
I don't
bang
feel
up
like
for
he
it.
ever had the love for Real Madrid. And do you know what? I'll always call it for what it is, man. Real Madrid fans are shit.
They are.
Let's have it right.
They boo when they win.
Yeah.
We've never done that as Chelsea
No,
fans.
no,
Never,
we've never,
ever.
never said that Cucurella wasn't any good or Pochettino didn't know what he was doing.
Or booed a
anything.
manager that was actually decent.
No,
No.
no, you don't do that.
You don't. Not
You
as Chelsea
really
fans.
don't. Speaking of decent, Bournemouth have got one decent player. Fair,
That is really harsh.
fair.
That is really
You not
harsh.
fair?
And he's a Chelsea player.
Oh, that's backfired.
Do you know what's funny, isn't it? We're talking about how good Bournemouth have been this season. They probably won't be as good next season. And why is that, mate? That's because Solanke is going to be gone in the summer.
Do you reckon he'll go?
Well, let's be honest.
26 years old, 21 goals
gonna call it
this
now.
season so far.
I'm going to call it now.
Back to Liverpool.
Goes back to Liverpool.
Nah, gone. Are you
That's who I was going to bet. That's what. I'm
Are
gonna
you
back.
serious?
Mate? Darwin Núñez. They don't fancy him. They haven't got a striker. They haven't got a striker.
I
Mate.
can't see it.
I can see it,
I can't see it.
mate. Who's more likely?
Well, we should fucking sign him then. If Liverpool are going to sign him,
Humour me. Would you rather have Jared Bowen, if you're a Liverpool fan,
Yep.
would you rather have Jared Bowen or would you rather have Dom Solanke?
truthfully,
Yeah.
probably rather have Bowen.
Why?
Because Bowen will get you goals from those wide areas.
They don't have a striker.
Yeah.
So you're saying you're going to solve the problem by slapping in a winger?
Not really, because they often don't have a striker.
But is that the problem?
Salah, Mane, Firmino, where was the striker? You're going to say Firmino, and I'm going to say what?
You're going to say he wasn't really there.
Wasn't
He was
putting up-
basically
wasn't
a
putting
mid.
up Bowen numbers.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Wasn't putting up
But
probably
he
even
was,
Solanke
he was
numbers.
facilitating other people, mate, wasn't
Oh yeah, no, he's a
he? He was
class act.
facilitating.
He's
Just
a
like Kai
class
Havertz does. It's not implicated in the stats.
Fuck yeah. Walked into that one. Do you know
think they've got some
he's
decent
played
players.
4 out of 6 seasons in the Premier League, Solanke. Before this season,
Yeah.
his best return for goals in the Premier League was 7. He had one season where he got 4. I think in his first 42 games for Bournemouth, he scored something like 3 goals. So to go on the run he's gone on this season and be this good is commendable, remarkable almost.
I do find it a little bit hypocritical that you're only questioning Solanke here and you're not talking about Kirkes.
Who?
He's going to be the next left back for Chelsea.
Who is that?
But literally, can't believe you haven't heard about this
Never
guy.
heard of him.
Wonder kid, left
Who?
back. Yeah,
What, he's at
Kirkes.
Bournemouth?
He's at Bournemouth. He's been playing all season. Been playing on the wing for them actually quite a lot this season as a
Mate,
left winger.
Shows fucking how much attention I'm playing.
You've been watching, mate. Well, apparently
Has
we're
he
going to
been good
sign
for
him. Apparently we're going to sign him.
Yeah? Has it been good for him?
He's been all right. Yeah.
Goals and assists?
Don't worry about
He's
the
not
stats.
really into goals and assists,
Don't worry
though, is
about
he?
the.
He's not
Don't
really
worry
into-
about the stats.
who
I
is
mean,
into
Bournemouth
goals
don't
and
score a lot of
assists?
goals.
Well, they don't score a lot of goals, if I'm honest, because I've had a look at the stats and they concede around a similar amount to us. But let's be honest, we outscore them all day long. So going into this match, yeah, definitely need to be getting at them from the first whistle, man. Really, really do. Shall we go now straight in with a team sheet?
Love to.
What do you think? Would you think we give our individual ones, or do you think we agree on them?
No, let's agree on one. Because to be honest with you, I think we're getting to the stage now, you and I, in our relationship, where we basically agree
Yeah.
on most things. We
Yeah.
never fall out.
No, we don't.
No.
We don't. All right.
Only about Mikhailo Mudryk.
Well, that's on the cards now. Oh no, he can't play.
He can't play. No, he's concussed.
I think we're going to agree on an entire lineup then. Can I just read you it out and you tell me if I'm wrong?
Okay.
Okay. Petrovic,
Yes.
Malo Gusto,
Yes.
centre back pairing. There's only one way to go with this, mate. It's the right thing to do, and it's not a sentimental thing because he is our best centre back. It's got to be Thiago Silva and Trevor Chalobah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we
Ben Chilwell.
will go with Cucurella on the left-hand side. The pivot, right? I'm going to go Caicedo Gallagher, right? But when I was thinking about this lineup and when I was doing it, do you know who I was considering?
Ugochukwu.
I was considering Ugochukwu. Yeah, I was considering him. But I think off the bench, probably better. So let's go with Caicedo and Gallagher as the pivot.
Happy with that? Yeah,
Yeah.
happy with that.
Then we go in with Cole Palmer in the number 10. I would give another start to Noni Madueke, even though I didn't think he was good against Brighton, to be honest.
What are we saying about inconsistency, mate? That's why I would have dropped him. We said that we should have dropped him, and we didn't. So
But do you know what it is? Do you know why I feel that Noni Madueke is a very important player for us in this game? Is because When I look, and obviously look, different horses for different courses, teams develop and teams might not play the same in the first fixture as they do in the second fixture. But when I look back at that 0-0 draw at Bournemouth, they were stubborn. They did play a low block against us and they were hard to break down. And I just think a player like Noni Madueke could potentially, I'm not saying he definitely will be, but could be the key to unlocking some of those spaces, dragging men to the ball and creating spaces for Cole Palmer and the rest of them. Yeah. So I would go Noni Madueke on the right-hand side. I'd go Nicholas Jackson in the number 9. Then I would go with Christopher Nkunku getting his first start in a while on the left-hand side.
Where's Raheem Sterling, mate?
He'd probably be on the beach by now. No, he'll be packing, won't he?
Is that harsh? He'll be packing what, for Saudi?
No, for Germany.
Oh. He's going to be nowhere near that squad, is he? He's going to be nowhere near. I mean, the fact that Cole Palmer might not be in that 26.
That's blasphemy, though.
Can you imagine if he doesn't get on that plane?
He needs to be in the 11.
He needs to be in the 11.
Yeah.
Who would your front three be for England? We'll do a whole video on this, by the way. We've got so much content coming up, by the way, for the Euros. We've got a lot of ideas for the Euros.
You lot better stick around, for the Euros. I don't want to see views dropping on my England videos just because I'm not talking Chelsea all the time. Because as you know, I keep it neutral, as if I am going to be bigging up every single Chelsea player and slating Southgate if any of them don't play. But
we're going to have a few starting, let's be honest. Levi Cole will be starting.
Can I ask you a question?
Chilwell will be starting. Can I ask you a
question? Chile might not even go. No, he will. He will. But can I ask you a question? We were saying about does Southgate now take Reece James because he's only just come back and now he's going to miss games and blah, 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 blah. Does he take Levi Colwell?
I think he should.
Yeah, of course he should. But does he?
I think it's
There's
Gareth
a little
Southgate.
Bit of jeopardy.
It's Gareth Southgate. Bit of jeopardy
there.
And this is why, as much as I'm Poch in, I'm Gareth Southgate out.
Yeah. I'm Gareth Southgate out of Chelsea.
Yeah. Mate, can you imagine if Man United get him as the manager?
Be brilliant.
It would be chaos.
Trust Southgate with the transfer funds. Fella hasn't operated in a transfer window since 2009. You don't even know anyone.
Jordan Henson would be the star signing.
Yeah. Just bringing bare fucking Englishmen in. Maguire gets the captaincy back.
Mate, Maguire
brings in Pickford in goal, gets rid of Onana.
Pickford's on the market this summer as well, so that could happen.
Oh, yeah?
Does he displace Onana?
I think he'd do quite well in the market. He's got a good arse, Pickford. Big buttocks.
Does he get in the team over Onana?
Pickford?
Yes.
Yeah. He's a better goalie than Onana.
That is...
No, it's not. It's not.
Mate, Onana got the record. He was the best goalkeeper in the Champions League.
Right.
Last season.
Right, okay.
Last season.
Can you drive a car?
I mean, depends how you want to define drive a car.
But you can, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can you ride one of those one-wheel bikes, unicycles or whatever?
Absolutely not.
You can't. But is it relevant? Not really.
Not really,
because you drive a car, didn't you?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, right. That's it.
I don't care if Onana's got quite distribute. He plays in goal and he's no good at saving shots.
What level is he? Like, where should he be playing? Does he get in a Prem team?
Yeah.
What is the highest Prem team you think he should be at?
Josh,
Bournemouth?
let's just have it right, man. He's shit. He's rubbish.
Okay.
Right. If I'm a manager and I would say to any player on the pitch, regardless of what position they play, if you're within 30 yards, have a shot because he might not save it and he'll definitely spill it if he does save it in front of him. That's not the sign of a good goalkeeper. And am I being harsh?
I've got one for you then.
Go on then.
Would you rather have as a backup goalkeeper for Chelsea, Sanchez or Onana?
Can we factor in the price we'd spend on each?
No.
Okay, what? They're both the same price.
Let's say. Well, basically, he's devalued, isn't he? So let's both say they're sort of 35 million.
Yeah. Sanchez probably.
No.
I'd have whoever's happy to sit on the bench.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, Onana's going to have to sit on the bench when Pickford comes in anyway.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
that is it. That really is it.
Yeah.
I don't know. How many do you reckon Bournemouth will push on next season?
No, I don't, because I think they're going to be gutted. I think there's a small chance.
Go on then, who's going?
I think there's a small chance the manager goes. Because he's a very sought-after manager. A lot of people love him.
That'd be a snake in the grass move, mate.
It would
after
be.
they get rid of a club legend, Gary O'Neill.
And then get rid of him, yeah. Bring him back. Maybe he comes back. That would be a bit of a fairy tale story, wouldn't it, if he returned? Solanke could go.
I think he would.
Solanke could go. I've heard that Kelly, he's gone on a free agent. Newcastle are interested in signing him. Newcastle are going to be doing free agent
Oh, it's going to be
all
fucking
summer.
on the cheap galore.
Yeah,
over
I mean,
at St.
Rafael
James.
Varane's on the market. They'll fancy him.
He won't go there, will he?
I mean,
I'm not saying he shouldn't.
He's
I
looking
like
for a
Newcastle,
club.
but I don't know.
yeah.
I know. I feel like he'd go abroad or something. Newcastle. I'm going to put it out there, and the Chelsea fans on the channel probably won't like this. Newcastle should just be allowed to do what they want, really.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I mean, if we could do what we want, they should be allowed to do what they
No,
want.
of course. I'm thinking like they do what they want. Everyone does what they want.
Yeah, we could do what we want.
Mr. Loophole.
Yeah. What, Todd
Just sold
Daly?
the training ground.
Are you
haven't we?
down here, Todd?
Just sold the
again?
training ground.
Yeah,
haven't we?
yeah, we have.
Do you know what one of the best lines of the season was on this podcast?
What was it?
The other day when we were doing the Kits video, which actually hasn't come out, by the way, yet. Kits video is dropping very soon. We've recorded it.
That's going to be a good
What are
one.
the 5 categories? Horrific?
Meh.
No,
Horrific.
No thanks. Meh. Lovely.
Lovely. And then elite.
And we put 3 kits from our lifetime in elite. So definitely watch that. But one of the lines of the season was when I went, do you not like the infinite athlete? And you went, well, what's it really mean? And is it really even a real company? And I was like, yeah.
It's not. It's not a real company.
Do you know what? I like it.
Yeah.
Not the infinite athlete. I like the loopholes,
Yeah, me
mate. So
too.
we sold the hotel.
We sold 2 players, which were called A Hotel.
Yeah, it was gutting when we had to sell that hotel to ourselves, and then obviously selling Cobham.
Mate,
gutting.
people are fuming about this.
Why? We
People
sold it to ourselves.
love it. People go, oh yeah, Chelsea. All they do is loopholes. They cheat every time, mate. It's not cheating. If Premier League have approved it,
Yeah.
it's not cheating.
Yeah.
Premier League has said, yeah, it's fine.
Smart, mate. We're smart.
mate, we're smart.
And as well, when you're talking about all these loopholes and whatever, at the end of the day, nothing major happens at Chelsea without definitely my say so. Are you say so?
Mate,
Are you a pitch
I am
holder?
in charge. I get the official rubber stamp.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, but actually, I'm a pitch holder.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Are you a
There
pitch holder?
I'm not. I didn't have the honour of being a pitch holder.
So
Just
we used
a
to
season
do.
ticket.
They used to do every season. They might still do them, but I never get a fucking invite. They used to do every season a pitch holders
AGM.
the dinner, and one of them I met Toriandre Flo.
Mate, he was a forgotten legend. Why have we talked
Yeah.
about Toriandre?
Toriandre Flo.
Is he still
was
at the
there.
club? Because he was a loan manager for a while. He's gone now, I think.
Could be.
Mate, Toriandre, I loved him. Him and Zola together were beautiful.
Who
Little
else
and
did I meet
large.
there? Ron Harris, Steve Clark.
Winston Bogart.
Met him there. Do you know who else I met there? Do you know who else I met at the pitch holders? Never knew he was a Chelsea fan. Do you remember the fella? He was like the Turkishy looking, a little bit like Stavros Flatley looking, and he used to do the not him, but compare the market or go compare or something.
I can't imagine the guy you're talking about.
No, he was there. I'll show you a picture of him later.
Yeah,
I've got a
yeah.
picture of him that day. It's pretty cool. Pretty good.
Yeah, that was the best photo you'd had all day. That was.
Yeah. Hello, mate. Can I get a picture of you? No idea who you are.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Do you know, I sometimes get
It's
it,
ringing a
yeah?
bell.
I sometimes get it, right? I like Misfits events or boxing events or something, yeah? Someone will ask for a picture and I'll be like, yeah, sweet. And then someone else will ask for a picture and I'm sure that this fella does not know who I am.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
happens quite often.
Yeah.
But they see someone else get a picture of you and think, oh, let me get a picture of this fella and I'll send it into the boys' group chat and say, who is this? Some people
Yeah.
were asking for pictures of him.
What,
so-
the guy I've seen on OnlyFans again?
Yeah.
God,
Again, every day.
Yeah.
Doing
We
me.
won't tell the guys about that.
Let's have a little chat about how we see this game going.
Okay.
I don't know whether I'm just gassed up on a run of form, but I just can't see anything but a win.
mate, I'm
and do you know
gassed
what?
up
I think
in
we
general.
fucking put them to the sword.
Mate, I'm honestly so gassed at the moment. I'm honestly saying the words title challenge for next year.
We'll do a bit on that. We'll do a bit on that.
We will do a bit on that
Yeah.
because I want to talk about it. Mate, I think this could be a 4-5-0.
Really, stranger things have happened.
Stranger things have happened.
But then is that false confidence? Because, like you say, in the form table, they are pretty good. You know,
They're a good team, but I know you earlier on you were saying they could be top half of the table. But what does that fucking mean?
Are
It
they
means
better than West
nothing.
Ham?
It means nothing, though.
Are they better than West Ham?
Yes, they probably
they?
are. They
Are
probably
they?
are. Just, mate, West Ham
Okay,
are in free
just
fall.
so that means we're going to beat them 4-0.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there you
know
go.
what I mean?
You solved it. What's
And
your
they're gonna
prediction?
They're going to hit the woodwork twice. Do you know what I would love more than anything in this match?
Go
Actually, would I love it more than anything? I'd rather win by fucking 7 goals or something. But do you know what I wouldn't mind in this match is a clean sheet.
Do you know what I want to get from this game? I want Cole Palmer to score 5 goals.
That'd be fucking brilliant.
Do you know why? Because where does that put him?
Top goal scorer.
Top goal scorer.
I'll tell you what. If ever there has been a less deserving winner of top goal scorer, it is Haaland. Because for me, up here, Cole Palmer's top goal scorer for this season, mate.
Oh, 100%. I mean, Haaland's a League 2 player.
Exactly.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
And the pundits on Sky Sports never say
Mate,
shit.
pundits, experts.
Yeah, experts. Sorry, ex-pros that are experts at football and reading football think that Erling Haaland is a League Two level.
Well, here you go.
That tells you everything you need to know.
There you go. Could, I tell you what, if you had like a strike partnership of Erling Haaland and let's say Ollie Palmer, you wouldn't see the difference. Could Haaland bang 20 goals for Wrexham next season?
Well, this is the thing. Who's better, Paul Mullin or Erling Haaland? We all know.
You tell me. Who was a better goal scorer for Manchester City? Erling Haaland or Paul Dickoff?
Yeah, exactly.
Did he play for City?
Yes, he did.
Did he?
He did. What a name, by the way. Would you not change your name if your name was Dickoff?
I'd change my middle name. And then change my middle name to Mai and have a double barrel surname as Paul. Yeah, I can't say it on there.
You can't say.
But the double barrel surname would be Dickoff. Yeah. And then with your mouth.
Shit, I missed the beep.
It's an unfortunate name, though, isn't it?
It is bad. I have a friend called Chris Cox, which I've always thought that's a bad one.
Chris Cox.
But shout out to you, Chris. I know you're a big fan of the channel. He's actually a QPR fan.
I got a friend called Mike Oxlong. He's yeah. Yeah. No, I ain't really.
You definitely don't.
No, I don't.
I was going to say, do you wish you were called Mike Oxlong?
I'm sort of unofficially called it anyway. Oh dear. What was we talking about?
No, it's gone. Yeah. People do say we talk a little bit too much about the old twig and berries.
Get the views though, don't we?
Yeah.
Hey?
And on the OnlyFans as well, to be fair.
Next season's going to be fun, man.
It's going to be really good. This summer's going to be fun.
Especially.
This summer's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I'm crying my eyes out.
This summer, Euros. Are we going to live stream?
Summer of Love, Euros.
Oh, yes.
Transfer chat for Chelsea, which is going to be bloody exciting. And then going into the title challenge next year. I mean, this summer could be one of our best summers ever.
Not even just that, though. Not even just that. Like, do you know what's really underrated for me?
Go on. Pre-season.
Fucking love pre-season.
Oh, I do too.
Do you know
what's really underrated for me,
days.
Joey?
Go on.
Love Island. Always on in the summer.
I've stopped watching.
Yeah, me too.
I stopped watching, mate, a couple of years ago.
Did you ever watch X on the Beach?
Yeah.
Oh, what a show. Guys, the reason why I've asked that question is because I know something.
Tell him.
I don't want to tell him. I want you to.
No. I got offered to be on X on the Beach once. Turned it down.
Yeah, you would have been the bombshell. Can you imagine Joey Knight coming out of the sea, almost sort of Daniel Craig-esque? Oh, that would have been good.
Imagine it.
The tan would have been good.
What would you go on if you had to go on a reality TV show? To Catch a Predator.
Yeah, I was waiting for that joke. Do you know what I loved watching as a sort of a kid and a teenager?
Young, Dumb and Living Off Mum. Do you remember that show?
Yeah.
Son, Sex, Suspicious Parents.
Yeah, that was
Is that what you were going to say?
No. I was going to say I loved watching Big Brother back in the day.
I would love to go on Big Brother.
I would love
Do you know
to
what
go
I would do? I would do, what was it that the one that Danny Aarons was on?
What was that called?
YouTube Big Brother.
Yeah.
Locked In.
Yeah, Locked In. There you go. Well, if anyone wants to contact us about that, then please do.
Anyway, back to Chelsea Bournemouth.
Okay, yeah.
Score prediction?
That's a shame. I honestly do think it will be 3 or 4-0.
I am going 2-0 Chelsea win to see out a very, very successful season. And we will be in the studio next week to do end of season awards, Chelsea awards, team of the season, Chelsea player of the season. The list goes on and on and on. We're going to have to have a good 4 or 5 hour session in here, aren't we?
It's going to be serious.
Should I bring a packed lunch?
Yeah, we need a lunch after 5 hours. I'm not sitting here for 5 hours chatting without a bit of food in it.
No way. People, do me a massive favour. Head over to the description of this video. Head over to Josh's channel. It is linked. Subscribe to his channel. And I am telling you, just because it's the end of the season, do not think that this train stops. To quote Walter White, the methylamine keeps on flowing no matter what.
What? Have you got meth involved in this?
No, the methylamine is content.
Yeah, okay.
I'm using an analogy.
There's lots of barrels here.
Yes.
And we're sat in a room right now with a sort of a marquee over us.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Favourite Breaking Bad character?
Todd,
yeah.
Oh, Todd was funny.
Yeah.
Who would you say? Do you know who I really did like as well? Was Jesse's. I like Jesse's missus.
Who, Jane?
Yeah, come on, she was cool.
Jane.
She was cool.
Trying to blackmail Walt.
She was cool.
She weren't cool. She weren't cool. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You're just saying.
I'm just saying. If I was in a room, me, Jane, and Osama bin Laden, and I had a gun with 2 bullets, I'd shoot Jane
You would
twice.
have let her choke to death.
No, probably. Nah, I'm joking. She was all right.
Do you know what? My friend, me and Jake, we looked this up whether that is murder. And in America, it is murder.
Well, yeah, and I would call it euthanasia.
Oh, someone's got the word of the day calendar out.
There we go.
But yeah, look, let us know, by the way, if you want some live streams over the summer, because I've heard they might want some live streams, Joe.
They might want a few more of the Q&A ones that we've done.
Ooh, let us know what kind of videos you want over the
Let us
summer.
know. People, I will see you all in the next one.